Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Educator's Pulse. I am so incredibly thrilled to be sitting here today because we have reached a massive milestone. This is episode 50.
50 episodes, Sachata. It feels like just yesterday we were sitting in that small office with one microphone, wondering if anyone would even listen to our ideas on teaching.
Oh, I remember those nerves. But here we are, and today's topic is the perfect way to celebrate. We are diving deep into professional learning communities, or PLCs, and how they truly enhance collaboration.
It is a fitting topic indeed. Sachata, when we talk about PLCs, we aren't just talking about a scheduled meeting in a staff room. We are talking about the soul of the school.
Exactly. I think for many teachers, the term PLC can sometimes feel like just another acronym, another item on a checklist. But when it works, it feels like a safety net.
That is a beautiful way to put it. A safety net for us and ultimately for our students. For so long, teaching has been a solitary profession. One teacher, one room, four walls. PLCs tear those walls down.
I want to dig into that tearing down the walls aspect. Mr. Saroon, in your 30 years of experience, what is the biggest shift you see when a school moves from isolation to a true collaborative community?
Reflectively, it's the language, Sochata. You stop hearing teachers say my students or my classroom, and you start hearing our students and our challenges. There is a shared weight, which paradoxically makes the burden lighter for everyone.
Our students. That shift in perspective is so powerful. It changes the atmosphere from competition to collective efficacy. But let's be honest, it's not always easy to get there, is it?
No, it certainly isn't. Vulnerability is hard. To walk into a room of your peers and say, I am struggling with this lesson, or I don't know how to reach this specific student, requires immense trust.
Empathetically, I've felt that fear of being judged or seen as incompetent. How do we build that trust so that teachers feel safe enough to be vulnerable?
Gently. It starts with leadership, but it lives in the small moments. It's about creating a space where data isn't used as a weapon, but as a flashlight. We use it to see where the path is dark so we can walk it together.
Inspired. I love that image. Data as a flashlight. It takes the sting out of the numbers. When we look at student results in a PLC, we aren't looking for who failed. We are looking for where the opportunity for growth lies.
Encouragingly, precisely. I remember a few years ago, we had a team of science teachers who were really struggling with a chemistry unit. Instead of hiding it, they brought their student work to the PLC table.
Leans in with interest. And what happened then?
Smiling, another teacher, someone who had been quiet for months, showed how she used a visual analogy for the periodic table. Suddenly, the whole group was energized. They didn't just fix the lesson, they bonded as a team.
Heartfelt. That gives me chills. That's the magic, isn't it? The hidden expertise that finally gets a chance to shine because the structure of the PLC allowed it.
Firmly, it is. But we must also address the time factor. I hear it all the time. Mr. Saroon, when are we supposed to do this? We are already buried in grading and planning.
Yes, time is the greatest enemy of the modern educator. How can we convince schools that this time isn't an extra, it's the essential work?
Seriously, we have to stop thinking of collaboration as something we do if we have time left over. It is the primary engine of school improvement. If we don't invest in the teacher's growth, the student's growth will eventually stall.
Thoughtfully. So it's about prioritization. It's about saying that a 1-hour PLC meeting where we actually solve problems is more valuable than 3 hours of administrative announcements.
You said it, not me. But yes, absolutely. We need to protect that time with everything we have. It's sacred time for professional dignity.
Softly. Professional dignity. I love that. It makes me think about how much more I enjoyed my job when I felt I had partners in the journey. It wards off burnout.
Compassionately. It really does. Isolation is where burnout thrives. In a PLC, you realize your frustrations are shared, but so are your victories. When a student finally gets it in your colleague's room, you feel that win too.
Joyfully. It's like having a bigger family. Now, for our listeners who might be in a school where the PLC culture is, well, let's say lacking, where do they start?
Determinedly. Start small. You don't need a mandate from the principal to be collaborative. Find one colleague. Ask one question. How are you teaching this concept next week? That's a PLC of 2. Growth starts there.
Optimistically, a PLC of 2. I like that. It's approachable. It's human. It's not about the paperwork. It's about the practice.
Nods. Exactly. And eventually others will see the energy coming from your room. They will see the students are more engaged. They will want to know what the secret is. And the secret is simply talking to each other.
Thoughtful pause. It sounds so simple when you put it like that, but it's truly revolutionary in practice. Mr. Saroon, looking back at our 50 episodes, this feels like the core message we've been trying to send. We are better together.
We really are. No one can do this job alone. Not well, anyway. We need the mirrors that our colleagues provide to see ourselves clearly.
Gratifying. Well, I want to thank you for being my mirror and my partner for these 50 episodes. I've learned more from our conversations than I ever did in a textbook.
Humbly. And I from you, Suchata. Your energy keeps my old heart focused on the future of education.
Brightly. To all our listeners out there, thank you for being part of our community. You are our extended PLC. Go out there, find your partner, and start a conversation that matters.
Warmly. Happy episode 50, everyone. Let's keep growing together.
Excitedly. We'll see you in episode 51. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.